So I'm in Councilmember John Lee's district in Chatsworth. I live in Chatsworth and I'm a constituent of his. I also co-founded West Valley Homes Yes, and John Lee at a council meeting a few weeks ago said that there are 60 vacant beds in his district that are going unfilled. So we've followed up multiple times trying to identify where those 60 beds are. There's been an information request to his office asking for information on those 60 beds, and they could produce nothing. So we're at a sweep today. The city of Los Angeles has resumed sweeps, even though the CDC still advises against sweeps because of COVID, because it's dangerous to move people unless you're moving them into shelter. And the thing about sweeps is that people are not getting housed in these sweeps. There's no housing for folks here. There's no 60 beds in John Lee's district. I just spoke with LASA. They said there's a waiting list for the only Project Home Key location that is in his district. There's only one, and it's full. So there's not 60 beds that John Lee talked about. And not only that, John Lee has had a blatant disregard for public health, because during the pandemic, we have tried to meet with him since the very beginning, and he has refused to meet with him. And we tried to meet with him about public health issues, that people need toilets, that people need hand washing stations that are regularly maintained. There were no toilets brought out throughout CD12 to provide just basic sanitation that people needed. And so this continues. There are encampments in John Lee's district here in Chatsworth where there are COVID cases that are active, that we have informed DPH about, we have informed John Lee's office about, and they continue to still sweep them, to displace people who are supposed to be isolating. Instead, they're out around other people, collecting their belongings, everything that they own in their life, so that it doesn't get thrown in a trash compactor, and being, putting people at risk within the encampment. And then wherever they're moving to, because they have to move out of that location, they're putting those folks at risk too. So this is a public health disaster. These are possible super spreader events where we have police and sanitation. Not everybody wears masks. Not everybody is vaccinated. That these could be super spreader events, not only for the folks in the encampments, but also the city staff who are interacting with them and community members in the neighborhood. This is not how we solve the problem of homelessness. And, we are spending hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, taxpayer dollars, just for politicians to say that they're doing something. They're not actually solving the problem. And that is the problem around solutions on homelessness right now, is that money, hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars are going into shifting people from sidewalk to sidewalk instead of actually housing people and giving them the support that they need to get on their feet. And this is exactly why I'm running for office, because being on the front lines of this issue and seeing this day after day, the failures of policymaking, the failures of our leaders who are supposed to be helping folks on the street get into housing, get on their feet, and not. It's just not happening. And so, we need real solutions. We need solutions that actually get people into housing and do not keep just shifting people from sidewalk to sidewalk in one neighborhood to another one.